wled.me. There we go. I'm back. Okay. Now I just gotta figure out how to pop out my chat again. Sorry about that, guys. So I guess I shouldn't try and watch a video while I'm streaming until Elon gets his stuff together, huh? Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm back. So I did get to go see. I did watch the few minutes of Quindor smoking those wires, and from what I could tell, back to, was it Michael or somebody that was asking the question? He was using like 24 gauge wire when he smoked it, so he was putting in a lot of power through a very small wire. Yeah. Note: can't watch videos while streaming from the wHobbit hole. I see a bald man. I actually also got a couple of bites of my lunch while you guys were gone too. Yeah, too much multitasking. Can't do it. We'll give everybody a few minutes to get back. I'm glad Quindor did that, though. I want to go back and watch that, because that's a really important thing to do, because it's important to understand what can happen, because these are real things. Like I'm probably a bit cavalier about it, about how much wire size and current and things, but it's only because I know there's a huge safety factor built in. But if you don't pay attention to that, or if you don't have any clue, and you just think, oh, I'm going to just hook a jumper wire up here, and you got 20 amps running through a jumper that's 24 gauge or something like that, yeah, it's going to get hot. It's going to melt, potentially start a fire, etc. So I do see Twitch chat. Oh, well, I don't know. Do I see Twitch chat? Wait a minute. Maybe I don't. He was testing with 6 times load bars with 5 volt 6812 RGBW, 2 meter, 144 LEDs per meter. Holy crap. What happens if we put that into, Phil, what happens if we put that into Blade's little LED calculator? We should do that. Put that in there. So 6812s, 5 volts, 2 meters at 144 LEDs per meter. So that's going to be twice that. So 288 times 6. So 288 times 6. It looks like it's only YouTube today. I wonder why. Sorry. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's there was a little message down here. I bet you that's what it is. Mob Crush is missing information. But we are visible on Twitch, huh? It worked last week. Darn it. Sorry, guys. You know what I can do? 1,750 LEDs. So if we go back, did somebody already do it? There's no restream. Maybe it's because I didn't set up, maybe I didn't turn on restream right today. 244 per meter. I think it's 144 per meter. 144 per meter is that rings a bell as a standard density. Thank you very much for following. All right. Each bar may have been 1 meter. Okay. So, but still, let's put that in our little calculator here. Did somebody do it? LEDs, yes, Phil did it. Let's see what we got here. 89 amps. Max tested. And he's maxing them, right? I mean, he had them on full white, all the LEDs, all the way up. So he's going 89 amps. That's more than most houses. That is a lot. And he put that through a 24 gauge wire. And then it smoked. No surprise. No, what? Again? Oh, man. Restream feeds the chats together and does the Hive data magic. I did not, that was part of what I failed to do. I bet it's screwing up because the kids are on downstairs still. Well, let's see if we can limp through. Down to 320. Hey, Father Time, how's it going? Low res. Yeah, we're good. We'll just keep going for a few minutes. What was the size of his power supply? Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I bet he didn't have more than 50, 60 amp power supply. It's kind of hard to get those. Better than or bigger than that. I was just a shape. I was pixelated, tan and white shape. I guess that's better than a pink shape. I know, we need to get Elon. Come on, Elon. Come stay at the wHobbit hole and see what this is like. No, I think it really is the kids on it. You know what I should probably do? I should probably do it from my phone. It's probably better to do it on 5G from my phone. Because remember, we did that up at the RV several times where I was just streaming from the phone. It worked fine. Now I'm doing a podcast. Going to be getting a data boosters. I've got some ice data interference in my pixel strings. Okay, 121 pixels on a string, power on both, but the data wire going in is about 15 feet. Okay, no thanks. Try separating the data wire from the other wires first. So pull it apart if it's in a bundle, or just run a separate wire instead of the one that you've got. If you've got it bundled in a cable you can't pull it out of. And then, yeah, watch the site. We'll have some this week. We will have some this week. I keep saying that. I've got some. I know I've got some. I just don't know how many. So I haven't been able to put it up on the site. And I know that Quindor is sending me like another 500 or 600. Twitch is running 5, so maybe it's YouTube. Get your CRT TV. Yeah, that's right. In my router. What do you got, Blade? Oh, you can set your stuff as priority. Oh. So right now, we got to research the Starlink router a little bit, because the Starlink router, I know it has some funky things about it. Like, it doesn't let you do everything. And right now I don't have another router sort of inside of the Starlink, which is what I need to check and see if I'm going to be able to just connect up my Ethernet switch directly to the Starlink, or if I need to have another router after the Starlink. We'll see. It's all good. You're on the email list. No thanks. Okay, good. Just wondering. Yep, no, it should be a week, maybe less. Does the Hobbit Hole have a utility room? Yeah. I don't remember seeing it in the show. They didn't show it in the show, Marshmallow. They did not show it in the show. They totally skipped it, which is too bad, because there's some really cool stuff in there. What you'll see in there is the Lumen Cache panel, the geothermal heat pump, and then all of the radiant heating and cooling manifold stuff. And then there's basic stuff, water heater, water softener. But the cool stuff is the Lumen Cache and the geothermal heat pump are in there. You can try QoS your connection at the hole for when you stream. I don't know what that means. I got to figure out what that means. I don't know what that means. Check out home internet from T-Mobile. I mean, we could. I don't remember why. Only 1 terabyte down. We got when somebody was talking about it and somebody said get Starlink, so we got Starlink when we were building this, and that's all we've done. We do get really good AT&T signals here, so if we did an AT&T 5G hotspot thing, it would probably be fine, but I don't know if it would be more money or not. Starlink is not cheap. Elon told me he guaranteed 1 terabyte down. Flexmaster, you go talk to him then. Well, I guess maybe we're doing some up and some down. What if we do a speed test or whatever? If I do a speed test, is that going to crash everything? Should I try a speed test? Let's try it. Go. So that's not too bad. Should be able to handle streaming HD video. If multiple devices are streaming video at the same time, you may run into some slowdowns. That's exactly what's happening. But actually the upload, I'm really impressed that the upload is so high. Huh. Okay. I guess Elon, maybe we won't. And 3, 2, 1, 2. My Digi Uno is not connecting to my new Wi-Fi connection. Worked on the old Wi-Fi connection, and now it's not showing the direct Wi-Fi to the WLED AP. How can I get the WLED AP to show up again on my Wi-Fi? Good question. So the default is set to if it can't connect to the old Wi-Fi, then it will go into access point mode, unless you changed that in the settings, because there is a way, unfortunately, to change that so that it won't go into access point mode as a backup. So if yours is not going into access point mode, that setting change is one possibility. The other one, which is probably more common, is that it is still connecting to your old Wi-Fi. So is your old Wi-Fi still active? Because if it is, that's where it's going to connect. And the only way to, if you turned off the old Wi-Fi, then it should come up. If it's not coming up, no matter, if it's not coming up because maybe that setting was changed or something else, then you may just need to reflash it. Anything below 80 falls below my standard. 10, gross. Yeah, I know, right? Stop motion stream, yeah. Quindor did 155 watts into his power supply. Smoke at about, his wire was over 140 C. Good night. Oh, Turtle gets like 2 megabytes down. Sierra flashing is in your near future. Yeah, probably true. And if you do it through install.wled.me. That's the best. That's the best way to do it. Res is so low. I was watching you without my specs on. Sorry, guys. Configure my DigQuad. I set it up to fall back to AP if it doesn't connect. Okay. Yeah, so it should do that. I don't know. All right. A few more minutes. What else can we help you guys with? Your videos are the only tech DIYs that have actually worked for me. Oh, good. You really do make it easy to follow. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Cameron. I hope so. I think sometimes I don't. William Comartin, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? All right, well, I'm going to take a couple minutes and I'm just going to indulge myself here and tell you guys about what I'm going to do as soon as I hang up on the stream here. So we got Lumen Cache, okay? And the way that I wired everything is not the way, it's certainly a fine way to do it, but maybe not the way that the guy who built the system would do it. I had to do what I had to do in the time I had. But what I did was, for each circuit, and a circuit being like a room of lights. So the way that Lumen Cache does it, you can run an individual Ethernet cable to every single light in the house, which is a little crazy to me. But what I did was I ran one to sort of each room, right? So I ran one to the bathroom, and then in the bathroom we got two lights, and then to a switch. So one Ethernet cable goes to the lights and a switch. And it doesn't even have to go to the switch at the beginning. It can go to the switch in the middle. It doesn't matter so much. At least it doesn't seem to. So everything's fine all through the house. That's how I did it. I ran from the panel to the room where I was going to have the lights. I bounced to the places where I was going to have the lights, and I ended at the switch. In almost every situation, that's what I did. In the master bathroom, or the main bathroom, the wire I ran into the room, to one light, to another light, and then down to the switch. Well, when I got to that's all fine and good, except when the drywall guys came in, they put the drywall up, and they can, they feel where the boxes are, and then they stick their router thing in there, and they router out, they zip, out the box, the light box, right? The junction box. Well, when they did that, they cut one of the cables. And that cable had been kind of draped but from one 2x4 to another. And when they cut it, it fell out of the junction box. So now it's just loosely dangling there in the wall. And I don't have another way to get a wire from the light switch to the panel. If I could get another wire from the light switch down to the panel, I could make that work. But that would be pretty dang hard to do at this point without tearing up a bunch of the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole. Fortunately, there's a big box and there's the funny angle on the wall. So I'm going to be able to make a hole in the wall, get in there, grab that wire that's dangling down, and reconnect it. That's what I'm trying to do. What do you think? Did someone say Node-RED? It's Blade that got me into Node-RED, and I've never looked back. What's pH? What is pH? Did I plan my 12 streams of Christmas? I have not yet planned the great job, electrician. This was actually the drywall guys that did this to me. That's the drywall guys did this to me. I have not planned the 12 streams, but Blade did have a really good idea. You guys can tell me what you think of this. Blade had a really good idea. It was to make do a video about rewatching some of the old videos. So, and I actually think what we could do is do it as like the 12-hour stream, which I still owe you guys from hitting 100,000 subscribers, and we haven't done yet. But if we did that would give us quite a bit of material, quite a bit of time. It would be kind of fun. We could go back through and watch the things like the bathroom lock video. I think we could do it with some of the sound reactive, because I did a sound reactive LED one. Even some of just the very, very first like Sonoff videos that actually did pretty good. Go back and watch some of those, and I'm sure that there's things that I know now that I didn't know then that makes it much better. So it would be pretty good to do that with each video, and that might be something we could then condense or chop up and publish as a separate video that we could link at that video, right? So if I do a video and I did a video, say years ago or whatever, and there's important reasons to change some of it, if we watch it, talk about what important things there are to change about it, and then publish that part of the stream, what do you think? Yeah, like the ambient light video. PH is the Pixelheads bot banner in Z's bot. Oh, I see. Finally, the algorithm suggested something good. Good to see you, Doc, after a long time. Hey, how's it going, Crapstar? Glad you're back. Don't give Blade any ideas. Whoa, weather in Preston, Idaho. It's kind of nice. It's a little windy today, but it's kind of nice for the most part. Sounds like the old logical thing to me. I do construction, and that's about the only way to get that wire back. Yeah. Thank you, George. I was trying to figure out what am I going to do, and hopefully, I mean that's my only shot. But I think it'll work. I think it'll work. And the reason that I'm confident is because there's actually so the wall comes down, say like this from the side, walls like this. There's actually a box that comes out that holds some piping, and so from when you're looking up there, you can't see this corner of the wall. So that corner of the wall is where I can go ahead and make a big hole and pull the wire down and stuff and patch it back up, but it won't be as bad as like poking a hole right in the middle of the wall to try and get it down. How do you get WLED to work with your Google Home ecosystem? George says. Ooh, good question. There's some kind of a Blade, when you send me those messages, they pop up on my screen here. Can you guys see Blade's messages to me? Maybe you can't. That's fine. Oh, good. You want me to show what you're talking about? All right, let's see. Do each on Discord. The Pixelheads have been hard at work on the reference library. Tilde ref list. We'll get the list. Each one has a little snippet of helpful info. Ooh, Pixel heads, you guys are amazing. So is that where we're going to go? This pH list, right? Is that what he just said? No. Oh, ref list. Sorry. Ref list. Oh my gosh. Wow. And then each one of these tells you something, huh? So if you go here and you go NeoPixel, it'll give you some information about NeoPixel and some stuff to look at. Oh, that's cool. And we could do it for Zigbee. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These guys are amazing. Pixel heads are amazing. Super good. That is super good. Wow. There's so many good topics there. Awesome. Thanks, guys. And they've got like all these references in there. There's like test your ability to restore regularly. That is cool. Man, that's like the whole frequently asked questions thing, like all in once. Dude, that's awesome. Lots of hard work from the Pixel Heads and SG. Thank you, SG, and thank you, Pixel Heads. You guys are amazing. Anyone else getting 144p quality? Oh, gosh. Albert, ETA for Permatrack to be back in stock. Oh, it's killing me. It's killing me. It's prolonging my retirement by several years. It's on the ocean. They told us, the guy that makes it for us in China said 4 weeks, and it's been at least 2 weeks, if not 3. I don't know. That's all I know. It's not coming into California, so that's a good thing. So, anyways, did you make one for hot glue? Nice, Marshmallow. Nice. All right, we better sign off so I can get to work on some of this. Who's coming up for sign off? Dawson? Dawson's coming up for sign off. Dawson's coming up for sign off. All right, you guys there? Select 720. Did you? Okay. Guys, I'm sorry that the stream was a little bit poor quality today and that we had to kind of cut things in the middle and start over. I'm sure it's because the kids are watching something downstairs.
I wasn't.
I know, but that's what it's happening. So we're learning still. We're still learning how to stream from the wHobbit hole. We thought we solved a couple things, and now we have a couple new things to solve. So the delivered quality is not the stream sender's fault. Viewers go to the gear and select 720. Not the first time. Okay, you ready? Idea for video: make a flashing Sonoff NS panel with Tasmota. Thierry Lab. Did you see? Was it Lewis? Lewis from what's his channel called? He's awesome, by the way. But anyways, he did it, and there is a Tasmota for it, or a version of Tasmota for it, but I don't know that there's much you can put on the display. So anyways, yeah. Smart home tech, thank you. He's dressed, yes, Dawson has clothes on. Isn't that great?
Just kidding.
Can I hire you to program a drive through Lights Show? Me? No. But you can talk to the Pixel Heads, David. Go to Discord, talk to the Pixel Heads, see if any of them are for hire. They would be the ones to do it anyways, not me. Not me. I'm not. Number one, I don't have the bandwidth left to take on a project like that. And number two, I wouldn't know exactly what to do. I'd have to do a lot of learning myself. So, Black Adder. Okay, ready? What should we do for...
Say the whole thing in Spanish.
I've done that before.
Not even the as always, thanks for watching.
What whole thing then?
The as always, thanks for watching in Spanish.
Okay. All right, we'll try it. You ready? Lewis, everything smart home. That's the guy. Thank you, Streetwiz. Okay. Here's the sign off in Spanish per Dawson request.
And then we have to say adios, goodbye.
Okay. All right. Como siempre, gracias por ver.
Ver.
I don't know if that's the right word. Gracias por mirar. Gracias por mirando. Hasta la próxima. Hasta la próxima. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was so lame. Blackadder did a template for it. Did he really? So in that template, do you get to modify the display? Because of course that's the big thing, right? You get to modify the display. Anyways, yeah, later guys, have a good week. I will be working next week. If I'm not working, I will be at home. So if there's a stream, it will be the early time zone, okay, the non-wHobbit time zone. All right? Have a good one, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your help. Blade, SG, Pixel Heads, all you guys, thanks for your help. Thanks for all that you contribute. Have a good one.